play a character who's sort of inspired by this middle school band teacher. Did you have somebody like that in your life?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago I was going through my dad's old boxes, and I found a note on a napkin that was written in 1975, and this really kind woman in Portland, Maine, it was a stranger. It walked up to me, and I told her like I really love music, and she's like, "Really, what music do you love?" And I named like all the artists I love. And the next thing I know, she came back the next day with my very first record player and these albums. And I shared this note on my Instagram to show people that like this woman had planted a seed to my record collection. Because pretty much, the world, the people that know about me know that now I have 200,000 records and like a library of albums. And I say that, the beginning of my record collection starts with this random stranger buying me a record player and my first three records.
You have this amazing scene in Soul between you and Joe, which I don't want to give too much away, but did you ever have an interaction like that with one of your family members where you realized just how sort of supportive they were for you and your sort of ambitions?
There was never a time when I felt unsupported by my family.
Really?
Never.
Wow.
Never. My father was a dentist, and he would have loved it if I had become a dentist. He would have loved it. But he had a great appreciation for theater and actors and music. And when he saw that was in me,
mm-hmm.
and he saw it at an early age, when I was young, he saw it. He determined to support it.
Part of Soul is Dorothea kind of giving Joe a shot. And I was wondering if there was anybody like that in your life, sort of as you were growing up or had, ambitions of being this amazing artist. Was there somebody like that in your life?
The shots in life, they were more, there may be a director of a after school summer program that I was in.
Right.
Of all the students, he gave me the shot to go to represent the program and to go to Washington, D.C. And there I'm roommates with young ladies who are from other parts of the world. I'm just, all I know is the South, this little corner of the South that I grew up, but to meet and eat and sleep and talk and chat and observe people from different, who look far different than anyone I'd ever grown up seeing,
Right.
I used to say all I knew growing up was Black people, white people, and old people, in Florida.
Do you remember what the records were?
Oh, that's the embarrassing part. Okay, so she, at the time, Rufus and Shaka Khan's "Dance with Me" was really hot. It was impossible to not be a Jackson 5 obsessive, so she brought me "Looking Through the Windows," their fifth album, and I think at the time, Neil Sedaka and Elton John's "Bad Blood" was like a major hit, but I think I like that song mostly because I love the way that the logo looked. I always judge records on how the logo looked rotating on the 45.
Right.
So, Neil Sedaka's label Rocket MCA had a really cool looking logo when it spun on the turntable. So I chose "Bad Blood" by Neil Sedaka and Elton John. And so I still have those records too at home.
After my sophomore year in college, I had an opportunity to come to New York City to work with the Negro Ensemble Company for 6 weeks in the summer. I had never been away from home except to go to college, certainly not to a city like New York by myself. My father was very upset about it. He tossed and he turned and he couldn't sleep at night, and it really wore him out because his children were his jewels.
Right.
He treasured us. He really did. But then it came down to the wire, and something happened. Something happened within the family dynamic. And when he saw how much it meant to me and what it meant to me, my father dropped all of that.
And that's amazing.
Yeah, that's how he was. That's
Wow.
and from that day, for sure, he'd come to see anything I was in. If I was opening a door, my father was there.
He gave me that shot. It opened up my brain. It opened up my world. It opened up my, my little, now took me out of my little four cornered room